The human body. Human body is a complex machine. Just as a machine is made up of many parts, the human body is made up of many organs. A group of organs that work together to perform a particular function form an organ system. Thus, the human body is made up of many organ systems like digestive system, reproductive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, nervous system, skeletal system. In today's video, we will discuss about skeletal system in detail. What is a skeletal system? Skeletal system is a framework of bones that give shape and support to our body. It also protects the soft internal organs just like heart, lungs and brain. The long bone of the skeletal system contain a soft and spongy substances called bone marrow. And what is bone marrow? Bone marrow is a soft and spongy tissues, okay? And soft and spongy substances which is found inside our bone, just like water found inside the pipe. In the same way, bone marrow is found inside our bone. Red blood cells and white blood cells are formed in bone marrow. The skeletal system along with the muscular system helps in the movement of different body parts, right? Parts of the human skeleton. What are the parts of human skeletal system? Skull, backbone, rib cage, limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs, and joints, right? And now we will discuss one by one in detail. What is a skull? The skull protects the brain. The upper part of the skull is made up of 8 flat bones that are interlocked together. What is the meaning of interlocked? They are joined together. They combinedly joined. The facial region consists of 14 bones. Our face is made up of how many bones? 14 bones, right? All the bones of the skull are fixed except for the lower jaw, which can move. You can move your jaw. What did you find? You find that only lower jaw is moving, right? The upper and the lower jaw have teeth. The movement of the lower jaw helps us to talk and chew the food, right? Now, what is backbone? The skull is attached to the backbone or spine. The backbone protects the spinal cord. The backbone is made up of 33 small bones, right? And these are called vertebrae. The vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other. Each bone has a hole in the center through which the spinal cord passes, right? Now we will talk about rib cage, okay? 12 pairs of thin, curved bones called the ribs form a cage-like structure called the rib cage, right? What are the function of rib cage? Rib cage protects our heart and lungs. To form a cage-like structure, the ribs are attached to the backbone at the back and the breastbone or sternum in the front. Okay? While all the ribs are joined to the backbone. Now listen to me very carefully. All the ribs are joined to the backbone. Okay? Only 10 pairs are joined to the breastbone. The last 2 pairs at the bottom of the rib cage are free in the front and are known as floating ribs. Got it? 10 pairs are joined from the front but 12 pairs are joined from the back. Okay? 2 pairs are free from front side that are called floating ribs. Okay? Now we will discuss about limbs. We are having 2 type of limbs. One is forelimb and second one is hind limb. We have 2 pair of limbs. We use our arm or forelimb for grasping or picking things, while we use our hind limbs or legs for moving from one place to another. We will discuss about arm. Our arms are joined to the spine with the help of shoulder blade or collar bones. Right? The upper arm is made up of long bone called humerus, while the lower arm is made up of two long bones called the radius and ulna. Radius are found uh, side of the thumb, and the ulna is found the little finger of that side. Okay, the upper arms join to the lower arm at the elbow. Got it? Now we will discuss about legs. The legs or the thigh is made up of a strong bone called the femur or thigh bones. The femur is the longest bone in our body. The lower leg is made up of two long bones called tibia and fibula. The upper leg joins the lower leg at the knee. Right? Now we will discuss about joints. The place where two or more bones meet is called a joint. Strong and flexible tissues are called ligaments. Hold the bone together at joint. There are two types of joints in our body: movable joints and immovable joints. Immovable joints, some joints like those present between the bones of our skull except the lower jaw do not allow any movement. Such joints are known as fixed or immovable joints. Movable joints. Most joints present in our body allow free movement of bones. Such joints are known as movable joints. There are four main types of movable joints. These include ball and socket joints, gliding joints, hinge joint, and pivot joint. What are ball and socket joints? In this kind of joints, the ball shaped and of one bone fit into cup shaped socket of another. Such joints are very flexible and allow movement in almost all directions. Got it? The shoulder and the hip joints are example of ball and socket joints. Okay, now the next one is gliding joints. What are the gliding joints? In this kind of joint, the bone slide each other. Gliding joints are present in ankle, wrist, and the backbone. The gliding joints present between our vertebrae allow us to bend. Okay, what are hinge joint? Hinge joints, have you ever seen door? It is open in one side, right? In the same way, the kind of joint is similar to the hinge present in a door, as it allow only back and forth movement. Bones in the knee, elbow, finger and toes have this type of joint. What are pivot joints? In this kind of joints, a rod-like bones fit into a ring, right? Formed by another bone. The pivot joint is present between the skull and the two vertebrae. It allows us to move our head from one side to the other as well, up and down. Okay.